G'day, Dennis from Caravan Cookie here. When we get laid into a campsite, we like to have an easy one-pot meal, and this chili con carne recipe certainly fits the bill. There's a hint of a bite to it, and it's great to share with all your travelling companions. Chili con carne, cooked in a Dutch oven. Enjoy the recipe. Hi, Dennis from Caravan Cooking here. The goal of my YouTube channel is to show you how easy it is to have a variety of meals when you're caravan camping. The secret is the pre-preparation that you do before you leave home. In this chili con carne recipe, we're going to cook it in our Dutch oven. We're going to cryovac it, store it in our refrigerator in our caravan, and we're going to heat it up in the campsite in our cast iron camp oven. Chili con carne, an easy one pot recipe. Let's get cooking. We're using an induction cooker today on a medium high heat. To add a splash of olive oil. Take one green capsicum, remove the centre containing the seeds and dice to 1 centimetre lengths. Peel and finely dice 2 brown onions, and then whack both of them in the Dutch oven, and cook the capsicum and onions for about 5 minutes until they've softened and slightly caramelised. But make sure you stir regularly so they don't stick to the bottom. Then when they've caramelised, remove them from the hot Dutch oven and set aside. We're going to add those back in later on. Add another splash of olive oil. Then add 1 kilo of beef mince to the pot. Make sure it's room temperature, that's really important. And that'll make it a lot easier to cook. So make sure you break up any lumps that are in the meat there as well. Breaking up all those meat chunks. Then stir and cook the mince until it's nicely browned. Add 2 teaspoons of crushed garlic. Then 2 teaspoons of sweet paprika, 2 teaspoons of ground cumin, and 1 teaspoon of chili powder. That's all the dry ingredients. So give those a really good stir and mix them in with that mince. The hairy hand is an optional extra. Add back in your softened capsicum and onion that we've previously cooked. Come on, you can get the last bit. That's the way, Dennis. Last bit. Excellent. Give that a really good stir in as well. Then 2 teaspoons of tomato paste. One cup of beef stock. And 2 cans of crushed tomatoes. Again, give it a good stir through. And take a can of red kidney beans. Now, make sure you put it in a colander and give them a good rinse. You want to get rid of all that that salty brine that the red kidney beans come in. So give it a rinse under the tap and then add them into your chili con carne and give them a really good stir around. Simmer for about 10 minutes, so really the flavours will intensify, the sauce will thicken as well. You can see the sauce reducing there, and then season with pepper and with salt as well. And don't forget to give it a good taste test. You should always taste what you're cooking and adjust the seasoning as needed. So we are just stirring that seasoning in. You can see how much it's reduced there. Give it a taste test, and I'm pretty happy with that result. The next step is to cryovac the meal. So we take the cryovac bag, we need to seal one end of the bag. So line up the edge with a heated strip, sealing strip that's on the front of the machine. Press close and press the seal only button. When the light goes off, there's the light going off, the bag is sealed. There you go, bag. Always write the meal contents on the edge of the bag and a permanent marker too. It really makes it a lot easier to see in your camp fridge. Next step is to carefully put the chili con carne into the cryovac bag. This is probably the hardest step in the whole recipe, quite frankly. Getting it in the bag there without it slopping all over the side. You can see there's not a lot of chili con carne left in the pot there because I've already done another serving. So this made 2 servings for 2 people. We get some paper toweling and we wipe the top edge of the bag with that paper towel as well. That'll help it cryovac much better. And I'm opening the cryovac machine and carefully align the top edge of the bag with the middle of the vacuum seal section of the cryovac machine. Now I've lined it up there. Click it closed, press the vacuum seal button, and the air then is being removed from the bag and the top is being sealed closed. Process is completely done when both the vacuum seal and the seal only lights have been switched off. Now make sure you flatten the bag out, because we're going to place it lying down in the home freezer. And once the frozen meals can stand up in your camp freezer, like in a filing cabinet, it can easily be found as well. We cryovac all of our meat and most of our meals before the camping trip, including that beautiful pork roast there. So when we leave home, we have the fridge set to freezer, so it's minus 20 degrees Celsius. We'll put our frozen meals here that we've cryovaced before at home. Here they all are in the freezer here. We've got some chicken kebabs, we've got chili con carne here in the freezer. And then towards the end of the trip, we set the fridge temperature back to 2 degrees, so then it'll everything will defrost and we can use it as a fridge on the way back home. Remember to take the chili con carne out of the freezer and put in your fridge about 2 days before cooking. So this is our slide out gas barbecue. I've had a special rack made so I can put the camp oven on it. It's just hooked up to the gas cylinders actually in the caravan. So I can whack a small 2-quart cast iron camp oven on the top. You pour in the contents of the chili con carne and heating it for about 10 minutes. This meal is very easy and quick to serve, and certainly at the end of a long 8-hour drive to Cobar in Western New South Wales, it was very enjoyable. My beautiful wife just serving up the chili con carne there inside the caravan. So served the chili con carne with corn chips, and we had a glass of rosé as well. If you liked the video, please give us a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. This is Dennis from Caravan Cooking. Thanks for watching. Hooroo.